Hey everybody, this is Grace. I am on my way to eventually go to Sam's Club Warehouse, you know. Is that what they call it? When I first ever heard of it, it was just, I thought it was Sam's Warehouse. But then it was Sam's Club Warehouse. I don't know. What is all of this? Really? Seriously, people? Man, I'm telling you. It's a gathering of the Bubbas. Bubba trucks. It's getting harder and harder to go through here easily day by day. So, that one, I guess they were working on one of those houses. The house was kind of creepy. You know, it's the season. 'Tis the season for creepy things, right? Today is the last day of September 2024. And, you know, which means tomorrow is October 1st, Halloween month. And, I was watching this morning. I don't know what it is, but lately, I've had a lot of, like, odd channels, you know, like one video from odd channels show up. And it's not something I would ever watch. But just odd things, and some of them would be like titles along the line of 12 channels that will never be seen again. You know, kind of ominous and spooky, scary, creepy. Other titles, like I was just in there watching, at home. I'm in my neighborhood. I was in there watching. I keep saying today. What's going on with me? I'm not something. What is this? It's a squirrel. But it was about some things, I don't know how many stories of creepy or scary or something. Okay, I don't know if these two women are, something's just not right with them, but there's a woman walking with her ski, whatever they're called. I already said what day it is. And, oh, by the way, today it's going to be 94 degrees. Yeah, which means it'll probably be around 100, the heat index. Did I mention today's September 30th? Yeah. Anyway, I was watching this about scary stories about things that happen at Dollar Tree. Different Dollar Trees, you know, on YouTube. And that was one that popped up. I wouldn't search for anything like that. And I was kind of half awake, like, you know. They were creepy. The stories I only watched, or listened to, I should say. 2 or 3 maybe. Yeah. That was earlier. Not just, actually. It was a little earlier. Anyway, I go into way too much detail. Because one of them was then, and one of them was then. That kind of thing. Anyway, it kind of put me in that mood. That mood of, ooh, you know, some things, all these things are kind of creepy. You know, when you think about how, you know, like, how this happened for this person. And then you get in that kind of creeped out, heebie-jeebies kind of mood. Maybe. You know, I guess this morning I did because, I don't know for what reason, but it's the season. I usually am not, but then I'm starting, well, actually I could say, but I'm not going to say. Some things that have been happening in my life are kind of creepy. That's kind of, it's not too common, but every blue moon something might happen. And I don't know why people want to insist that this of going the speed limit in a something like that mess. I don't know if you could see all of it, but you have to actually go to the right at some point, and you can't be going 40 and then that short distance. You could, but yeah, some people want to insist that you go 40 plus. in a work zone that has narrowed down to, you have to go on the other side of the road. It narrowed down to one road, no shoulder, no medium. That kind of thing. Well, I guess, yeah, no. I was right the first time. Do you think I'm going to wake up anytime soon? I can't drink caffeine. so yeah. Okay, there's enough. Anyway, it was creepy, and it reminded me, I already remembered that this is Halloween month, but it brought it up again. Okay, now you're going to be tailgating me as we turn. God, the people that I wind up being around far too much on this road, they're just total jerks. I'm going the speed limit, and you're going to go what? You're going to go what to where you get to like it's a man around my age. Oh boy. But anyway, I'm going to go to that Sam's, but I need to find some place to get me something to eat first. I'm not going to go shopping when I'm hungry. Anyway. Okay, I'm not that close to that person in front of me. It's just zoomed in on my camera. But there was a car in front of me, and they went all the way over. Let's see, they crossed over to the far lane. This has 4 lanes. I'm like, okay. Anyway, maybe I'll wake up a little bit. Come on, wake up. I am awake. It's almost noon, but I don't know. I think watching that TV, watching that, it kind of put me in a, when I watch TV, I get kind of sleepy, groggy, but I'm not really, it's just, I'm rambling again. Anyway, it just made me think, okay, I'm going to, every year usually, I will tell some scary stories that actually happened. Not tall Texas tales, but these actually happened. And one of them I've told several times, but it's, yeah. Okay, now that was just not smart. I went to McDonald's, and they had these $5 meal deals, you know, and I ordered 2, one for my Adam's niece and one for me, and I said I want them in separate bags, okay? So, I don't know why, but I get there and I said, well, wait a minute, I asked to have them in separate bags. The woman, she pretended she didn't speak English, because later on she did, and speak English. And what they did was they put one, it comes with 4 chicken McNuggets and, you know, the whatever burger you get, and French fries, small. They're all small. Well, she had the big bag. That's why I noticed. I said I wanted them in separate bags, and you know, to each meal. And she, like I said, acted like she didn't speak English, and so I noticed the big bag, and that's why I said that she had a really tiny bag and a big bag. I'm thinking, what the heck? And so I said that, and anyway, the thing was they put in one bag, they put one 4-piece chicken McNugget. Okay, and the rest of it had the other bag had all the rest. Well, what the crap? No, really, think about what was really, why would anybody think that to put a separate, it is not it's not additional, but to put one of them in a separate bag, just one item from the other meal in a separate bag. I went to, I don't know when it was, recently, and they did it right. You put one person's meal in one bag, another person's meal in another bag. I don't know. I really don't. And that she wasn't the one that took the order. There were two guys up there. They had two lanes, and it is right now 12:04. I don't know. I wasn't going to get her anything because she's usually not up at this time. She usually doesn't wake up until around, or to come down the stairs at least, until around 2, and it's noon. And she was downstairs at 10 something. Unusual. But today was Adam's first day back. Okay, anyway, I was talking about his first day back to one of the offices. They have more than one. And so it's really, I think, the first day that she and I, she's half my age. She and I, well, he made a comment about it yesterday. In the first, that it was going to be the first day she and I were left alone. And he was joking about it. I didn't really like the joke about that because when he did, she kind of responded weird and didn't like that. I'm still turning. They got all this all messed up right here, and see, I'm turning into my lane. And the other lane, people think that because there's this road construction, that this would be their lane. No. You don't get special lanes just because you want them. Because that has a lane they can turn into, and then they have to wait for the traffic. We don't have to wait for you. Our lane isn't messed up. You see what I'm saying? There's enough room for them to turn. So they don't just run right into these cones. They have it, where it kind of goes into. They have to merge into our lane. That doesn't make our lane their lane. And I've had it happen once where the person thought that. And I told Adam about it last night, and he said that he had one also. That they think that when they merge right into you. They don't have to slow down, or that it's their lane after all. And that was the impression that he got. They thought that it was their lane anyway. Oh, there's a lot, with all this road construction, we see a lot of people confused. How do you do this? How do you do it? Which is, I think normal. We don't have that kind of situation very often. But still, the rules, I've been driving 46 years. The rules are already, all in my head, and it is the law. Like that thing I saw online, it is the law. It's very dramatic. Written about speed limits, it is the law. Here in Texas, I could hear the guy say it, even though it was written. Anyway, but these laws and everything are in my head, and for the people who are newer at it or whatever is the situation, some people, they do get confused, because there's some situations I've seen since I've been driving, doing all that driving and everything, for my health insurance situation. That's the brief, the small. Okay, now somebody's tailgating me in the neighborhood. I have to say that every day, because every day somebody tailgates me. And they literally are tailgating me in the neighborhood. Well, anyway, but there's some situations where it is kind of confusing for me. I can't remember any of them now. But, oh no, I've had too much going on. And plus there's somebody tailgating me in a neighborhood. But there are a lot of kids. A lot of squirrels too. And I don't go real fast. Breakneck speed. Because somebody else wants to get there 1 minute earlier. If even a minute. It could be seconds. Oh no, now they stopped. And they're going to do something weird too. Okie dokie. Uh-oh. Oh, you're going to move on. I was going to move, but... Okay, see, this is bad because all these bubbles, thank you. I waved at them. But all these... Fixing that house, there's one across the street. And then they're working on this one right here. And people... I've turned coming from this other way, and yeah, and you can't see if anybody's, because there's a curve there, you can't see if anybody's coming. Yeah, that happened. Anyway, I'm wrapping up. Talk to you in another video. Bye.